Welcome to the IMC Golden Shield Excellence Awards 2016. Well, there's a saying that if you constantly brush shoulders with great minds, sooner or later you would surely become very familiar with what it takes to dwell in the land of greatness. The International Maritime Club does the same for you, and IMC was made with a vision to bring together the maritime community, decision makers, and the thought leaders all under one roof to facilitate exchange, in fact, the great ideas, concepts, and innovations which can benefit the maritime industry. 8 years after the dream has envisioned its wings, and the club recently was inaugurated at the Cochin chapter during the Department of Cochin University of Science and Technology Alumni Meet at Cochin. To have a better understanding of what the International Maritime Club is all about, sit back, relax, and watch a video.
Maritime associations, maritime organizations, maritime communities, maritime decision makers. The very best from the Maritime Society under one banner, International Maritime Club. International Maritime Club, a unique initiative of Marine Biz TV, comes with a visionary aim of being the single harbor for maritime societies across the globe. Transcending geographical barriers, get connected through conferences, events, regular meets, exchange ideas and knowledge, and know the latest in the maritime industry. IMC conducted its first ever award ceremony, IMC Golden Helm Awards, honoring prominent names in the maritime, oil and gas and offshore industry.
It's always when you get recognized, and especially having all the familiar faces, leaders of the industry itself, it feels good.
I really think that it's a very good initiative to just come and recognize some efforts that have been made by somebody.
Well, I would like to thank Maritime Club for their recognition.
First, I think it's a very good chance to give the maritime industry the time and effort and chance that it needs.
From my point of view, it is like a non-conflict of interest award, which means it is a third party, a very independent, which shows how the integrity of this award.
For having us here, we're honored to have been nominated for one of the awards, and having one award, it's certainly a pleasure. And we've met, of course, we met many friends here of similar caliber and hard work, and well deserved.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very honored and to have this award, and I really congratulate you on this effort, and yalla.
Well, I am honored to receive this award, and I'd like to thank the management of IMC.
Very honored for this recognition. As I said, very pleased to be here. It's great to network with everybody here in the Middle East.
It is really a good feeling. IMC to bring the major industries in the GCC area.
I think the IMC did a marvellous job in getting everything put together. Personally, I'm obviously very satisfied, and I'm grateful on behalf of myself and my company.
The maritime industry is a key industry to the Middle East, and as Golfcraft we are honoured and humbled at the same time to receive recognition for our role in developing the maritime industry.
Absolutely delighted, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity and for the recognition. And I was so delighted to also know that there was no sponsorship and there was no commercial behind it. I even offered to go online to try to join the IMC, and when I realized I couldn't.
Bringing together the maritime expertise under one roof, IMC aims to be the global voice of every facet of maritime industry. IMC, make the dream of a better maritime world true.
Insurance has evolved as a process of safeguarding the interest of people from loss and uncertainty, and it may be described as a social device to reduce or eliminate risk of loss of life and property. To honor the efforts and contributions of insurance industry and professionals in marine, energy, oil and gas sector with regard to the International Maritime Club, it has been organized the IMC Golden Shield Excellence Award 2016. And please note that this event is now being telecasted live. It is live. So if you have your Blackberries, your Samsungs, or whatever smartphone you have, and if you have WhatsApp, you can WhatsApp. I'll tell you, it is www.live.internationalmaritimeClub.com. Maybe your friends, well-wishers, family, competitors, boyfriends, girlfriends, all can watch you receiving an award. I repeat, if you can, WhatsApp it. It is www.live.internationalmaritimeClub.com. Nevertheless, we have the recorded video. We can send it to you in a couple of days' time. Now, before we show you a glimpse of the winner's video as far as the IMC Golden Shield Excellence Awards 2016 is concerned, you would have all heard about a very smart new vacuum cleaner salesman who knocked the door of the first house in a street. Most of you would have heard this, but for those of you who haven't heard the story, a very enthusiastic new vacuum cleaner salesman, as I told you, knocks the door of the very first house, and a tall lady answered the door. Before she could speak a single word, the enthusiastic salesman barged into the living room of the lady, and he had a big black plastic bag full of cow droppings, and he dropped it onto the floor. And he said that, "Madam, if my very energetic and powerful vacuum cleaner could not clean all this, I would rather eat it." So the lady remarked that, "Would you prefer chili sauce or tomato sauce?" And this salesman was baffled, and he said, "Why, madam, what happened?" Immediately the lady remarked that the house does not have electricity. Well, the moral of the story is that gather all resources before working on any project and committing to a client. And one of the resources is insurance. So that's why we are all here for the IMC Golden Shield Excellence Awards 2016 in the field of insurance. Besides the award distribution today, we have with us some industry experts who would like to share their valuable expertise. Our first guest is a widely considered visionary and thought leader in business, socio-economic, academic, and cultural endeavors. Being an honorary lecturer in different local and international universities, including the American University of Sharjah, he firmly believes that true excellence can only be achieved through great loyalty. Donning many hats and honoring various passions, he is currently the chairman of the Sharjah Electricity and Water Authority, SEWA. Seva in Hindi means service. So I welcome Dr. Rashid Aleem to please come onto the stage and say a few words to the lovely audience here.
By all means, it gives me great pleasure to be in this lovely function today, and at this time of the day, by all means, it is the time where busy executives try to get some rest. So it means that we are really taking a great effort to be with you here and to make sure that we make this a success event by having great thought leaders and industry experts and getting together under this umbrella to make sure that we are all praying and working for a brighter future. As you see around, the world is full of challenges, whether it is oil crashes with oil prices, geopolitical situations, fighting against the green gas emissions, social unrest, unemployment. So it's become a real tough world we are living in. It's a world of uncertainty. The buzzword is uncertainty. No one is certain what's going to happen even tomorrow morning, right? Things moving so fast, so the race of change that we cannot even catch up with. And the only way to catch up with what's happening globally is to think in a global way. And to think in a global way, we have to put the heads together, the minds together, the efforts together, and have a very positive, bright thinking of tomorrow. Thanks to the United Nations, they've been giving us hints how to survive together, how to work together, how to live in peace together. The latest release of the 17 global goals of sustainable development is a good proof that if we really commit ourselves to those 17 goals, then we can certainly live in a better tomorrow. And those 17 goals are touching the life of each single corner of the whole globe. But there's a big difference between knowing and doing. We know that they're really good goals. They are applicable, doable, actionable, and they can lead us to a greater tomorrow. But if we really don't have the heart and the mind of leaders, of today's leaders, then it will be difficult. And when I say the heart and the mind, this is my own definition of leadership. Because to me, leadership is about true vision. We all have vision, by all means. We all are proud of our visions. It is stated there on the companies and the website listed. It is hung on somewhere on the wall. But I guarantee you, very seldom executives, leaders nowadays, they have what I call the true vision. A true vision means you need your heart and your mind to work together for a better tomorrow, for a better company, for a better profitability, for a better people around. And your mind is about setting strategies, being strategist. You know what you're talking about, a go-getter, about goals, achievement, performance, excellence. And your heart is about your human touch, the timeless principles, the value, what drives you to be a better person, what drives you to be a better organization. And I call this timeless principle, because with disregard of the race, the culture, the religion, the background you're coming from, you have those timeless principles. So it is you as a leader to drill down within yourself and find those principles. It's just like the tangible thing I see here called a computer, isn't it, right? A laptop, computer, whatever you call it. But this computer has no value if it has no soft part of it, the software. And this is the timeless principle of the computer. That's what operate the operating system. Even if it's for a dirham, you won't pay for it, but you're ready to pay 4,000 or 5,000, depends on the application and the program on it, isn't it? Right? Because this is what makes it working, and this is what we need here. The missing piece is the human touch. We've been so much, we become so psychological, not logical anymore. Very much psychological. If someone says, okay, the real estate prices is crashing, even if they give you the Burj Khalifa flat, you'll say, no, why should I pay it? Why should I pay this much? They're saying the crashes of the market is going even to be worse, and to be worse, and to be worse, right? So you will even to hesitate to spend or to invest in the most successful locations globally, because you've been programmed now. All of us, whether we like it or not, we've been programmed by certain media the way how to think, even the way how to eat and when to eat certain food, just like when you go to a movie, right? By entering the movie, you pay probably 10, 20, 30 for the ticket, but probably double of that price for what comes next to that. The type of the drink, the popcorn, certain cookies and other. It has become part of process when you go, right? So you would go sometime because we have to link two things together. What my advice is let us, we are the leader who can make a difference and create a difference. And my message is that through the global partnership, through such events, we can become a better tomorrow. We can create tomorrow. Tomorrow is created, never inherited. You cannot inherit tomorrow. You create tomorrow. You say, Mr. Tomorrow, please come here. Let us think together. Let us put strategies together. Let us be a good human. Let us focus on the other side of the coin, the human side, the missing piece. Everyone is running up and down for one thing, happiness, but we don't want to admit this. This is the missing piece in the life now. Whatever you try to do, you try to make yourself happy, try to make those surrounding you happy. But the happiness, you cannot buy happiness. You cannot go to the stores, okay, please give me 10 kg of happiness, because I need to have one pillar to make sure that I'm creating happiness wherever I go. It is created within. And that within created, when you create, it's not about the material world. As I said, it's just about the human side, which we have really forgotten for years. I think the crashes is the right time, where something goes so rapid, so bad, by realizing who we are as a human, and then we can create a better tomorrow. With the crash of the oil prices, the crash of the liquidity market, the banking sector, and just name it. You don't need to get excited that the oil prices goes down, because more than 100 industries are linked with the oil prices. You don't need to be smart to see what is the consequences of the oil prices. Just open the Financial Times, those big players globally, and see what they write about, what's happening, right? How many people lost their families, right? How many people, they are in a bad shape because of this oil prices and the crisis. How many projects, social projects, touching life of the needy people are stopped or on hold because of this, I think. So tomorrow is not going to be a better day. because I don't see a real leader standing up and saying, yes, we can make a difference in the world. Still, everyone is trying to look around and say, okay, we're hoping for something good to happen. No, let it be happen. Let us, the oil prices get better. Let me have a better location. Let me have a better job. Then I can. Tomorrow will never come. Tomorrow never comes, as I say. The only thing tomorrow comes is within. You start thinking in a very positive. You need to have a big paradigm shift in the thinking process, because yesterday is tool or yesterday, today is different day, right? So unless you really equip yourself with the right thinking process, thinking procedure, then you can create better tomorrow. When you think right, when you're in a peaceful mind with yourself, when you decide your true vision together, what is your goals in life, what is your goals in the company, you need to see them in reality before they, in writing before you see them in reality. You have to write them down. And then you write your times principle, what really drives you to be this person you are, then that will lead you to what I call the true north. You're navigating through the tough circumstances by having this clarity. All of us in our mobile phone, we have a magnetic north. If I tell everyone in this room, show me the magnetic north, every one of us will point at the same direction, because even it's available in our smartphones nowadays. But if I tell everyone here, please show me your true north, you'll see people pointing up, down, right, left, right? Because it's unfortunate. This is what you're missing. You're missing a direction. It's just not about amount of time and effort you're giving. You need to be hard working. You need to be smartly working, but you need to work and in the right direction. And that is the missing piece. And the right direction will lead you to what I call the ISO. You heard about the ISO? ISO? Bro, you heard about the ISO. But my ISO is different than the standardization. It's about the internal skills and the opportunity we have. I for internal, S for skills, opportunities. And if you know how to work with your opportunities and your skills you've been gifted with, this will lead you to what I call the sweet spot of a person, that you'll be discovering that you've been created to do something great thing in this earth. It could be a social, it could be management, could be leadership. So you need to discover these things. So you need to go through those steps. You need to write them down. You need to run through the exercise. Otherwise it will be very difficult. You'll be just lost around. You don't know when enough is enough. You don't know when enough is enough. So once you find your ISO, your sweet spot that have been created for something, this is the time where you start creating your own legacy. That's something you need the whole world to remember you with. But you cannot reach this destination without starting from the way how I'm trying to give it. It is a bit more things comes in between, but I'm just trying to, because of the respecting of the time and the other speakers. The main thing later on, once you find your sweet spot, that you've been created to do one thing, lovely thing in the whole globe, then you will move to that direction of legacy. That the whole world, you want the whole world, you want everybody, your co-workers, your wife, your kids, your colleagues, everybody in the society to know about you or to remember you for one thing. And that cannot be without doing what I just said earlier. So once again, I'm really happy to see that achievement and those people who've been selected and nominated and to this prestigious award. Please do give yourself inspiration. It's not only once you come here and you feel really people clapping to you. When you leave this room, please go for a cup of coffee, tea with a friend, with yourself, even in your way to the car, and says, okay, I'm really recognizing myself today. I was a great leader. I was a great person. I was able to bring the notice of me by others. I was nominated. I reached this. So give yourself this today. Would you do it? Yeah? Those who's going to win today, please give yourself something. In your way out, stop by a coffee shop or stop by a shop and say, I'm buying this drink for me or this perfume or whatsoever. For me, not for her or not for anybody else. It is for you. Just recognize yourself. It's not only here. Your recognition here was noticed by someone. you have to be proud of yourself. And believe me, try to work on this, that you need to keep inspiring yourself, because once you keep the self inspiration within, then a great achievement can be achieved by all means. So do that today. That's the homework for today, and thank you very much.